Isaiah 17, verse 11. Now let's back up to verse 10. Because thou hast forgotten the God of thy salvation. People do tend to forget sometimes what Jesus Christ has done for them. Now this, of course, is an Old Testament book, but we all know it speaks forward to the cross, and the whole Bible puts forth as its central figure God manifested in the flesh. Because thou hast forgotten the God of thy salvation, and hast not been mindful of the rock of thy strength, therefore shalt thou plant pleasant plants, and shalt set it with strange slips. Verse 11, in the day shalt thou make thy plant grow, and in the morning shalt thou make thy seed to flourish. But the harvest shall be a heap in the day of grief and desperate sorrow. We can start trusting in our own works and in our own selves, in our own accomplishments, in our own build up to the way that we think of everything, the pride of our lives, our children, our cars, our boats, our homes, everything can take precedence over the God of our salvation. Salvation is the all-inclusive word that takes in all of the redemptive acts that Jesus Christ accomplished for us on the cross of Calvary. His time on the cross was an agonizing time where it was very expensive. And we got to realize that it was expensive for the Son of Man to give up his life's blood for us. But he was willing to do it because he thought we were worthy. Well, let's strive to make Jesus Christ right when he thinks we're worthy, and not when we think we're worthy. When we start standing in our own mind as being great in our own sight, then we got problems. Joel 3:13. I should have that marked here. Joel 3:13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Many today are in that valley of decision. Multitudes, multitudes are in that valley. We have got to come out of that valley of decision and come to rest at the foot of the cross. I'm telling you, in my opinion, there's no better life than the life of Jesus Christ as he applies it to each and every one of our lives. He applies it in holiness. He doesn't apply it in sinfulness. He applies it in holiness. God's standard of living for his people is holiness. It's not anything else but holiness. Without holiness, no man shall even see the Lord, much less be with the Lord. So if you're in that valley of decision, please come out of that valley, because the time for the harvest is close. The rapture of the church can happen at any time. The redeemed of the Lord shall be taken out of this social system, and shall go to be with the Lord in the air, and so shall they ever be. And the world will be a very wicked place. It's wicked now, but it'll be very much wicked once the church is gone. And once man is left to his own devices. God's going to put the sickle in. You ever seen one of them old-time sickles? My grandmother used to have one. Never knew my grandpa because my grandpa got killed in a car wreck. But I seen my uncle use it down on the farm. Big wide swaths would that big sickle cut. It looked like it had a blade of about 3 foot, maybe even 4 foot. Looked like it was really heavy. I wasn't allowed to ever touch it because they kept it razor sharp. Jesus' sickle is sharp. Don't be on the wrong side of the rapture. Don't be on the wrong side of salvation. Get your redemption. Get your repentance. Get your justification, sanctification. All facets. Get them poured in there together. Imputation. All of them. Make them work for you. Jesus Christ is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And he's coming back. Be ready. We love you from Kentucky. Get into your word.